Hello everyone. In this guide, we will talk about the steering assist in Farming Simulator 25. I will show you how to activate it and how does it work, and at the end I will give you some tips to make your life easier. The first thing you want to do is get in your vehicle and get close to the field you want to work on, and then press and hold H and you will see this window, and here is a steering assist. On the left side you will see the options, and on the right side you will see what the lines are going to look like that you will need to follow. The first one is the working width, and this is for your tool. The game is going to do a very good job in detecting the widths automatically, and so you will not need to worry about this most of the time. But at the end of the guide, I will show you a couple of situations where you may need to change this on purpose. The next option is the number of headlands you will need to do around the field before you go up and down. This option will be set automatically, and most of the time it will be 2 by default, and this is why you will see 2 blue lines around the field at the beginning. You can increase this number, so right now for example we made it 4, and so you see 4 blue lines around the field, or of course you can make it less and you can go down to only 1. However, this number cannot be 0. The game will not allow you to do that. It must be at least 1. Work direction. This is the angle of the lines where you will go back and forth on the field. This is not for the headlands, and I would recommend leaving it automatic all the time. Side offset is an option only when you have a tool that works on the side of the vehicle, like some mowers for example, and so in most cases this will always be 0. Show lines will control whether or not you will see the lines on the field. Once you choose your settings here, the game will auto-apply them to other fields when you are on the same vehicle. Right now we are in field 2, and you will notice as we get closer to the next field, you will see that the game will draw the lines automatically without us having to go into the options and set them again. Now that we're ready to get started, let's explain what these colors mean. The orange line is the closest one to your vehicle that you are ready to follow. The blue lines represent the width of your tool, and the other white lines around us represent the other ones that we still need to go back and forth on. To start using the steering assist, just drive your vehicle close to whichever line you want to follow until it becomes orange, like this one for example, and then press H once to lock on that line, and now it becomes green, which means you are now ready to follow. Now all you need to do is drive forward and the vehicle will follow that line automatically. You can also set your vehicle to cruise control, and now it will drive itself on the lines and you will not have to do anything at all. When you are about to reach the end of the line, you will hear a warning beeping noise. And once you are done with one line, you just need to select a new one and repeat over and over until you are done with the entire field. You will also notice that the line we were just following right now is now grayed out and it's barely visible anymore. But the other white lines we still need to follow are still white and they're still visible, making it easy for you to see where have you been and which lines you still need to follow. This can be very useful when you're doing fertilizing, for example, to avoid spending more fertilizers than you need to. One thing to keep in mind, especially for the headlands, sometimes the line will be divided into multiple small sections, especially around the bends. So for example, this corner in front of us right now, if I drive forward, now we are done with this line for example, I want to pick the new line, you will see how small it is, just this small section. And then we will go to the next one, and again you will see how small this line is. So in some cases, especially for the headlands around the curves, it will be easier to do it manually rather than having to choose a line every few steps. Some tools, like certain mowers for example, will work on the side of the vehicle, and so if we go to our steering assist window, now we will notice the side offset is set automatically to 3 meters, and that's because our mower works on the side, but everything else will work exactly the same way as we explained earlier. So if I now press OK, I now see the lines on the field I need to follow. But when you have a side tool like this, the line you will need to follow is actually not the white one. So for example, as I keep driving close to the white lines, you will notice that the ones that are actually becoming orange are something you don't even see. That's because these white lines represent the center of the tool, not the center of the vehicle. And so if you want to follow this white line we are on right now, for example, instead of trying to position your tractor on it, try to position your tool on it. And now you can see exactly which orange line you can follow, and then do the same thing. Press H again to lock it, and just follow it by pressing forward or using cruise control. When you are doing some baling, if we open the steering assist window, the game will automatically detect the working width of the baler. And if you look now, you will see that some lines will align on what you want to bale, but most of them are going to be crooked. And so instead, we go to the steering assist window again, and we change the working width here to work with the harvester tool or the mower that you just used. So for example, the harvester was 6 meter wide, and now if I press OK, I will notice that these lines match perfectly. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to see more guides for Farming Simulator 25. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next guide.